Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video, I want to give you two ideas that you can implement today to start creating more content to help you grow your business. So I've talked about content marketing a lot on my channel. It's my main channel and resource for growing my business. And the way that I do it is really simple. I create 1 to 2 videos a week. I don't have a script. I don't uh, do fancy editing. I just get on Loom and I record my video and I try as much as possible to do it in one take, no editing. And most of my videos are screen share videos, just like this one. There's a couple where I show my face. This time it's in the bottom corner. There are a lot of the videos where I don't. But my channel has been able to generate over 200,000 views. I have over 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm starting to get revenue directly from YouTube. And I've been pleasantly surprised with how much revenue I've been getting. But I want to share two important things. If you're just starting out on YouTube, or if you're close to some of these levels where you're going to unlock the revenue in the YouTube Partner Program, or if you're just wanting to understand how content marketing works on YouTube, at least from my perspective, there really are two things that matter probably more than anything else. And the first thing is you have to be really consistent when you publish content on YouTube. And what I've done is I've published 1 to 2 videos a week for the past 2.5 years. And it's taken me a while to refine my process, but my process is really simple. Like I said at the beginning, I don't have a script. I try not to edit the videos, but I always try to put out at least 1 to 2 high value videos for my audience. And I make sure that I'm doing that month in and month out, week in and week out, year in and year out. And I'm going to do that for the next decade because I know the power of content marketing, and it is an investment up front. It does take some time to gain some traction, but then you start to snowball and everything starts to compound over time. So when I started, I had no views, no subscribers, but as you look at this, it is building and compounding, and it's maintained its level. It's been pretty consistent, and that's really what I'm after. I want predictable, consistent growth, and I want to continue to create high value videos week in and week out. So I would say the minimum that you can do on YouTube, or that you should do, is at least 1 video a week. If you can do 1 high value video per week and do that every single week, so 52 times a year, then you can be successful on YouTube. And I've seen this in my own channel. I also help consult with my clients on content marketing, and I've seen it happen for my clients. I have a client who's 73 years old who has been able to generate thousands of views, get over 300 subscribers on YouTube in less than 6 months through the same process, posting 1 high-value video a week, sometimes a few more if you want to speed things up a little bit, but you have to be consistent. You have to be consistent even when you don't want to do it, or even sometimes when you don't feel like it, or even if you don't feel like you have anything of value to share. You have to keep sharing and finding ways to engage your audience and grow your audience and build momentum over time. And then when you post a new video and they go to look at your channel and see if you are actively publishing new content, when they see that you are still today, when they find a video that you've done a few years ago, it helps them make that next step and subscribe and follow along. And so you need that consistency to really bridge the gap and to make it successful. So the other thing that you need to do besides being consistent is you need to focus on long form videos. And short form videos are fine. They are what they are. They get people's attention for a few seconds. And you have things like Instagram Reels and TikTok Reels and YouTube Shorts, and you have a lot of people creating short form content. But if you want it to lead to real business outcomes, getting more customers, getting leads, getting revenue, finding new clients, finding new customers, and building trust, all of that happens in long form content because people need more than just a minute or 30 seconds or 90 seconds with you to be able to trust you and take that next step. They need to see the way that you think. They need to consume enough of your content to then feel good about taking that next step. And that's exactly what happens. There's a quote that says immersion creates conversion. So as people become more immersed in your content, they begin to trust you more, and then they reach out and want to work with your business. And I have seen that happen firsthand at KDC Marketing and with the clients that I work with. And when they come to my meetings, when they book a discovery call, when they fill out a contact form, whenever they get a chance to talk to me, they always say that they feel like they know me. They feel like they can trust me. They feel like they already have a sense of who I am. And we've never met before. Most of these people, it's the first time we're meeting, but it's because of the content that it acts like a mini conversation, a micro conversation, and all of those conversations add up. And you just build a lot of trust over time, which is the real currency in today's world. The marketing currency that really matters is driving trust and building trust. And then that comes back to gaining new customers. So those are the two things that if you want to be successful on YouTube, you have to do. You have to be consistent. You have to figure out a system that is consistent, that you can duplicate week in and week out for years in order for this to work to its best effect. And you have to think about it more long term. If you think about it that you want something, you want results quick, you want to get rich quick, it's not the way to do it. But if you want to build a brand, if you want to build a company, if you want to build an audience, grow an audience, and gain that trust in people, you have to be consistent and show up every week, no matter what. And then the next thing that you have to do is focus on long form. And it gets easier. If at first you don't feel like you can talk for that long, if at first you feel like I don't have anything to say, I can't even fill 6 minutes worth of time, 5 minutes worth of time, 10 minutes worth of time, you will be able to. You will be able to fill that time, and you kind of have to, because that's what's going to lead to the actual results that you want. Short form is great. There's a place for it. It's not to say that it doesn't work, but I have found that it just doesn't drive the results that I want or that my clients want. It doesn't really lead to the next step. You need more time. You need that immersion in your content in order for you to be successful, in order for you to get the customers that you want to get and the people you want to attract from your content. So you have to be able to do long form content, and it'll come over time. You don't have to figure all of it out at the beginning. It will come to you as you start creating videos, and as you break through that barrier of your first video, second video, third video, it'll start to come and you'll start to find your voice. There's a quote that Mr. Beast shared, who is the kind of the greatest of all time in terms of YouTube, but he said that you don't really find your voice until after you've done 100 videos. And a lot of people get so worried about the equipment that they're using or the way they look or the way they sound, but they don't really you won't really find your voice until you get to that 100 video mark. So you just need to create. You need to create videos and test it out and figure it out as you go. There really is no better way, I think, to find your voice than to start doing it. And in the process of creating weekly content and trying your best to share what you think would be valuable, you'll find your voice. And you'll find the topics that are the most important to your audience. You'll find the topics that you do really well. You'll find the ways that you can share your own unique insights and add your own unique value in the very crowded information space and education space that is out there. And it really doesn't have to be anything new. A lot of people think that they have to come up with something new and different than what's been done before. But what you really have to do is just come in and simplify it for people. You have to simplify things and get them the specific information that they need. People are bombarded with information today. There's an information overload. There's too much of it. There's so much of it that we're just drowning in information. So if you can be the person that gets them the outcome that they want much faster by simplifying things, then that also is a great value add. There's another quote that says, where there's overwhelm, there's opportunity. And so how can you take the overwhelm that people are feeling in your industry and turn it into an opportunity for you and for your business? to come in and show the expertise that you have, to provide value to your customers. And if you can do that, then you can win those customers over by, again, all coming back to trust. It all comes back to gaining their trust, and you do that through long form content. And like I said many times, I've seen it happen before where the short form content looks more appealing. It seems like it's going to be the faster track to success, but I have found that it is not, that the long form content is the way to go. So to summarize everything up, if you want to start doing content marketing on YouTube, if you want to start getting results like these, like 200,000 views and revenue and subscribers and leads and customers and all those things, then you have to do those two things: post consistently, create videos consistently, and then you have to do long form content. Those are really the two pillars that matter. Now, there's other things that go into making this successful. I like to think of things in terms of systems. And so this is kind of a lead generation system. And there are other pieces to this. Like if somebody watches a video, I have different lead magnets that people go and they can download my resource and join my subscriber list and my email newsletter and all these other things that are going on behind the scenes. And there's even systems within those things. So there's email sequences and there's other things that you can set up. But the goal of content marketing is that if you do it right, it will scale and it'll allow you to have a 24/7 sales engine, a 24/7 trust building engine for you and for your company. I'm one person. I'm a one-person team, and I am generating these kind of results week in and week out because I have a system that I've refined over time, a system that focuses on simplicity, a system that focuses on results, and it's getting me to my goals. So if you think of it like that, if you think of it like a system, and you're just going to work the system and trust the process, and over time it will lead to the results that you want, then you can have the results. I'm not doing anything that anybody else couldn't do. I don't have any special skills or anything like that is helping me to get these results. All I'm doing is doing the simple things week in and week out and kind of just tweaking it over time. Micro improvements, looking at my analytics, looking at my data, looking at the comments that my audience is sharing, making adjustments and putting out my videos. And I don't even do my thumbnails. I don't even design my YouTube thumbnails half the time. I don't even really come up with catchy titles or anything like that because I'm on a mission to show that simplicity is what really matters. If you just don't overthink it and try to just approach people in a very simple way, then you can be successful. And I've been fortunate enough to have been on this YouTube journey for a couple of years, and I'm excited about where it's going as we're coming to the close of 2025 in the next month or two. I'm excited to start 2026 with the momentum that's been built over the last 2.5 years. And I know that these numbers are only going to go up over time, all the numbers, the views, the watch time, the subscribers, the revenue, because I have committed to showing up every single week and serving my audience the best that I can. That's really all it is. There's really nothing else to it. I don't have expensive equipment. I don't have the best voice. I don't have the best looks. I don't have the best process. I don't have the best anything. But those few things that I do have, I'm able to continue to do and do well. And because of that, that's where the real success lies. And that's where the real growth lies. There's no one video here that if I were to say, oh, it's just because this one video, everything else has been successful, that would be false. The truth is that all the videos together, the collective work and the collective masterpiece of content marketing is all the videos together. It's not one isolated incident, not one isolated video. It's the week in and week out effort to serve that is really the driving force behind the results. So hope you found this video helpful. I've been getting more and more questions about YouTube lately from my clients and from my friends and people who are interested in learning how to do this. And I think it's really empowering for them to hear that it's not rocket science and that they can do it as well, that anybody can do this if they have the right desire, the right process, and the right goals. And if you want more help, I am doing a small group coaching where I am teaching people my process, the whole entire process. I didn't have time to go through all of it here. So if you want to kind of fast track your way to these results and not go through all the trial and error that I went through, I'll put a link in the description where you can learn more on the group coaching and how you can get involved there. But really, anybody can do this with the right guidance. Anybody can have success and grow their business. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next video.